Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is 顿顿说中文，我是顿顿。As you can see in the title, today we're gonna learn the difference between 能 and 会. But as usual, before we start our topic, I am gonna ask you a few questions to test you if you remember what we learned before. Now let's start. Question 1. 今天天气怎么样？今天天气怎么样？ For me, the answer will be 今天天晴很热。今天天晴很热。Question 2. 明天你要做什么？明天你要做什么？ Now for me, 明天我要买蛋糕。明天我要买蛋糕。I'm gonna go to buy a cake tomorrow because my niece it's my niece's birthday tomorrow. So yeah. Question 3. 晚上你想吃什么？晚上你想吃什么？ For me, 晚上我想吃牛肉。晚上我想吃牛肉。Question 4. 你会游泳吗？你会游泳吗？ My answer to that question will be 我会游泳，我会游泳。Question 5. 你能关注我的频道吗？你能关注我的频道吗？ I'm gonna answer that for you. Yes, 能。Okay, you will know what that means later. Now it's your turn to answer these questions, and it's okay if you don't know what that means. Here is the picture which I wrote down the translation, so you can pause here and try to answer those questions. Practice a little bit. And you might notice in our last two questions, first one, 你会游泳吗? And 你能关注我的频道吗? I used the character 会 and 能. Now let's do a comparison between the two characters. So first one, there is one thing in common between the two characters. Is both of them can be used in sentence while you want to when you want to express that someone is capable of doing something. Or it might be a chance, or it might be possible for something to happen. And there are so many differences between the two characters. Difference 1, when someone has some kind of ability and it takes his or her effort to gain that ability, most of the time we use 会。And if you want to say that someone doesn't have some kind of ability, you must use 不会。For example, when you want to say I can swim, 我能游泳，我会游泳。游泳 is swim, so both will be okay. Most of the time we like to use 会, but you can use 能 also. But if you want to say someone can't swim, means if I want to say I can't swim, I will say 我不会游泳，我不会游泳。It means I don't know how to swim. But if you want to say, because in this kind of situation, if you say 我不能游泳, that means totally different. And you want to say someone has the specialty, in some ways, you can use both of the characters, and you need to add, most of the time we will add the character 真 represent really, or 很 very before the character 能 or 会. For example, when I say 她真能唱 or 她很能唱 means she can really sing. And when I say 她真会唱 or 她很会唱, I mean she can sing really well. So there you can see there the meaning has a slight, maybe a slight difference, because when I say 她, when I use 能, I can mean wow, she can really sing for 3 hours or 3 days, not non-stop. When I say 她真会唱, I means she can sing really like beautiful. There are two situations when you can only use 能. First situation is when the ability of someone like has reached to some point, to some high level, you can only use 能. For example, 我1分钟能写50个字。1分钟 1 minute 能 can 写 write 50个字 50 characters. That means I can write 50 characters within 1 minute, but you cannot say 我1分钟会写50个字. Situation 2, which you can only use 能 is when you want to say like someone recover from some situation and he or she like can do something again, regain his strength or his ability to do something. For example, I can say 妹妹的脚好了，能跳舞了。妹妹 means little sister. 的脚 means feet. 好了 means recovered. So it means little sister's feet are totally fine now. Means maybe she recovered from some kind of injuries. And 能跳舞了 she can dance again. 妹妹的脚好了，能跳舞了。You cannot say 妹妹的脚好了，会跳舞了。Difference 5. If you want to use the characters 能 or 会 to represent that there is a condition, then something will happen. So you give a premise. For example, when you use the character 能, you say, if I have money, let's just say, if I have money, I can buy big house. If I have money, I can buy big houses. But where I buy a big house, I don't know, right? I don't know. It's just if I have money, I'm capable of buying big houses. But whether I'm gonna buy it is up to me. So I can say, 如果我有钱，我能买大房子。我能买大房子。大房子 means big houses. But when you use the character 会, it will be 如果我有钱，我会买大房子。Means if I have money, 我会买大房子。I will buy big houses. So there's a difference between, in this kind of situation, there's a difference between the character 能 and 会. Like 会 can also be used in a sentence like maybe after, when you want to say, maybe after you take off, someone will pick you up. Now I can say 下车之后，下车 means take off the car. 之后 after. So after you take off the car, 会有人来接你。会 means will 有人来接你。See, I don't know who gonna pick you up, but it's gonna like someone will pick you up. So it just means something will happen, and the possibility of that things happen almost near to 100%. And difference 6. When you try to use them, like say, you give a premise, for example, if 如果, then you give a condition, a premise, then something will happen, a result, right? A result of this condition. If you use the two characters in this kind of situation, when you use the character 会, for example, if you didn't pay attention when you are walking, you might fall. 如果走路不小心就会摔跤。It like, when you use the character 会, normally the result of the condition is not something that people want to happen. And when you use the character 能, it's opposite. It's some result that people want to have. For example, if you pay enough attention to learn Chinese, you will speak Chinese one day, or you can speak Chinese you can speak Chinese. 如果你认真学习，就能掌握中文。It means 认真 means seriously. 学习 study. So if you study hard, you will 就能掌握中文。You can speak Chinese then. So remember again, huge difference here. When you use 会, the result normally it's not people want. And when you use the character 能, usually the result is people wish to have. And difference 7, when you use these two characters in a negative form, for example, 我不会 means I won't, and 我不能 normally means I can't or I'm not allowed. For example, 星期六我不会去超市。星期六 Saturday 不会去超市。去超市 means go to the supermarket. So 星期六我不会去超市 means Saturday I won't go to the supermarket. But when you say 星期六我不能去超市 means when it's Saturday 星期六我不能 I can't go to the supermarket. So there is a difference between the two negative forms. Now let's do a little bit test to see if you can choose which character to put in the blanks. First one, 如果我喝太多冰水，我 blank 肚子疼。那 if it means if 如果我喝 drink 太多 too much 冰水 ice water， 我 blank me I 肚子疼 stomach ache. So you decide which one to put. You can write down the answer or write down the pinyin, and I will give you the answer later, so you can see if you got it right or not. Question 2. 老师说上课不 blank 迟到。老师说 the teacher said 上课 go to school or have lesson 不 blank 迟到 means late. The whole sentence means the teacher said you cannot be late for school. Question 3. 我和姐姐都 blank 游泳 Both my sister and I can swim. Question 4. 妈妈说如果我得了第1名我就 blank 买我喜欢的玩具 It means 妈妈说 Mommy said 如果 if 我得了第1名第1名 means first prize. If I won first prize 我 me I blank买我喜欢的玩具 buy the toys I like. So which one to put? Okay, now let's check your answer. Sentence 1. 如果我喝太多冰水我会肚子疼 My stomach will ache. Sentence 2. 老师说上課不能遲到 means you cannot be late for school, or the teacher said that you are not allowed to be late for school. And sentence 3, 我和姐姐都能游泳 or 都会游泳 Both will be okay because it shows both of us can swim. Sentence 4, 妈妈说如果我得了第1名 if I win first prize 我就能买我喜欢的玩具 Then I'm allowed to buy the toys that I like. So this blank we will put 能 Tell me if you were correct or not. Test 2. 这是一间空教室没有人 blank 在这里上课 means 这是 this is 一间空教室 one empty room 没有人 no one 没有人在这里上课在这里 means in here 上課 means have lesson. This is an empty room. No one will have lesson here. Sentence 2, we learned that before. 下車之後 after you get off the car and blank 有人來接你 someone will pick you up. So which one to put? And sentence 3, 弟弟感冒好了 means little brother recovered from the cold. He is capable of doing something again. 明天 blank 去游泳了 so he can go to swim. He can go to swim tomorrow. And sentence 4, 我 I blank 游 swim 1000米 1 kilometer. So I can swim for 1 kilometer. It means my ability of swim has reached to some point and some level. I'm just giving a sentence for example because I can't swim for 1 kilometer. I can only swim like for 100米 100 meter. So yeah. Now you need to figure out which one to put there and we will check. Now let's check. 这是一间空教室，没有人会在这里上课。No one will have lesson here. Sentence 2, 下车之后会有人来接你。After you get off the car, someone will pick you up. It just means after something will happen. So you use 会. Okay, next one. Next one. 弟弟感冒好了，明天能去游泳了。The reason we use 能 is because in before when you want to express that someone has regained some ability to do something again, you need to use the character 能. So in here we put the character 能. And next one, 我能游1000米. It means my ability of swimming has reached to some level, some point, and the level is I can swim for like 1 kilometers. So we will pick 能. As usual, before we end our video today, I'm gonna ask you a few questions to test you if you know how to use what we learned. Question 1. 你会跳舞吗? Can you dance? So the answer you can say 我会跳舞 or 我不会跳舞。我会跳舞 means yes I can dance. 那我不会跳舞 no I cannot dance. For me, my answer will be 我不会跳舞。And question 2, 妈妈会不会做面包？妈妈会不会做面包？ Does mommy know how to make bread? And my answer to that one will be because our family we prefer to eat rice. So yeah, my mom doesn't know. My mom doesn't know how to make bread. 妈妈不会做面包。妈妈不会做面包。And if your mommy is capable of making bread, you can say 妈妈会做面包。妈妈会做面包。And question 3, 你明天能不能去学校？你明天能不能去学校 means can you go to school tomorrow or not? So when I say this, when I use the character 能 to pose the question, you need to answer use 能 or 不能. So you can say, like for me, my answer will be 明天我不能去学校. I can't go to school tomorrow. And if you can go to school tomorrow, we can say 明天我能去学校. And if I try to, if I put it in a different way, I will ask you, 明天你会不会去学校？会不会去学校 means, will you go to school tomorrow? So you can say, I will, yes, I will, 我会去学校。Or I won't, 我不会去学校。So that's the difference between 会 and 能。Okay, last question. 你能关注我的频道吗？ Can you 关注 focus or follow? 你能关注我的频道吗？频道 is channel, so can you subscribe my channel? And I know your answer will be yes, 能. So you can say 我能关注你的频道。我能关注你的频道。And I will appreciate that. Okay, now let's try to answer those questions again. First one, 你会跳舞吗？你会跳舞吗？ Second one, 妈妈会不会做面包？妈妈会不会做面包？ 3, 你明天能不能去学校？你明天能不能去学校？ And 4, 你能关注我的频道吗？能。Okay. Alright guys, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you can find yourself actually learning something in my video. If you are interested in more videos about Chinese learning, give a like and subscribe my channel. Or if you have any questions or advice for me, you can leave a message below and I will appreciate that. 这里是顿顿说中文，我是顿顿，大家下次再见 ，See you guys.